You need to get on Venmo, my Venmo. Hey everybody, Ira Miller here with Homes Around the Villages YouTube channel, and today we have a special session in our live stream, and we want to welcome everybody. Kevin, Chili Dog, thank you all for showing up tonight. I know it's kind of a on the spur of the moment thing, but we kind of put this together. And I think you're going to be really surprised. So, we have some special guests this evening, and a lot of you are probably been wondering who our special guests are. So, we will have Miss Miller, Jamie Miller.
Hi, everyone.
And we have Blakely. We finally dragged her over onto the camera. She does this not willingly, but
I'm here. I got her in because we're gonna go celebrate Margarita Monday. Yes. So I told her she's got to put in the work before we can go have fun.
She bribed her. That's what she's trying to say. Put in the work, bribe. So anyways, a lot of you have already seen Jamie, and you always wanted to see Jamie, and welcome Jamie back. I think the last time we talked, you're all excited about Jamie joining us. She's on spring break this week, so that's kind of why we wanted to kind of put this together this week, so Jamie can say hi to everybody, and Blakely can say hi to everybody, and now you can put a face with the voice whenever you call.
That's me.
Yeah. So we don't have just these two tonight, but we do have another special guest that's going to be with us. They're going to where?
Chili's.
For?
Margarita Monday.
2 for 1.
2 for 1.
And then what's tomorrow?
Taco Tuesday. Actually, we have bingo at Charlie Horse tomorrow.
That is
so
true.
I will be with the family playing bingo in Ocala at Charlie Horse.
Right.
So it's a wing night for us tomorrow.
Very good. So you're going to miss out on Taco Tuesday?
It's worth it if I can spend time with you, Dad.
Yeah, leaving me, I guess.
Blakely, you can come with us.
I didn't get invited.
Here's your formal invite.
All right. Well, so does anybody have any questions for these two before I let them go? Becky saying hello, ladies. Hello, Ira.
Hi, Becky.
Kevin saying hi, gals.
Hi, Kevin.
Laura is from Chicago, 31 degrees.
No.
Oh my god, couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me either.
No, it was really raining today though. So I mean,
it was bad this morning.
It was real bad. But so Kevin says hi, Jamie. Hi, Blakely. Laura says hi, Jamie. Hi, Blakely. Spelling.
Hi, Laura.
Jerry wants to know how's grad school.
Grad school is going well. This semester is a little bit easier. We've had 2 projects so far. I had a sensory garden for special ed children at a middle school locally. So we had to put together a sensory garden for that. And
what's a sensory garden?
So just an area where they can go and kind of hang out and chill a little bit, a place for them to de-escalate whenever needed, just a place where they can come back and recenter themselves. So we had me and my cohort, which is only 3 other people, but all of us put together the sensory garden, and they actually chose my design to implement at the middle school. So I'm very excited to see, this will be my first design that will come to life, so I'm very excited for that. And I just built an office for Jackalope Brewing Company. So if anybody goes to Nashville, Jackalope Brewing Company.
Jackalope.
Jackalope.
Gotcha.
So if anybody goes to Nashville and you're into craft beer, go to Jackalope Brewing Company. They don't know that I made an office for them, but you guys know. So that was my last project, and then we'll start healthcare whenever we get back from spring break. So it's been a good semester so far.
Excellent. And so this Mindy, I talked to Mindy yesterday. We had about an hour-long conversation, and so I hope that we got all of your questions answered. And she had been texting with Blakely, she says, or not texting, but emailing with Blakely. Laura says, have a margarita for me.
I will, Laura, just for
She's
you.
in it. She is in it with you, okay? And, thanks, Jerry, a thorn between two roses. This is true. I admit that for sure. So, let's see. We're going to go ahead then, and we're going to let them go off and have fun.
I'll be thinking about you. We'll watch your live stream while we're at dinner.
Oh, okay. So, and then you can text me the bill.
Yeah.
I'll Venmo you.
Yeah.
Okay. Since this is work related.
Yeah, it'll be dinner and a show, and we'll
Whoa,
comment on
wait
anything.
a minute. We're not talking about a show here. We're talking dinner.
Well, no.
And
Your show, we're going to be watching the live during dinner. So it'll be dinner and a show.
Show out of it too.
Hey, listen, if you want to take a video and kind of, I'll be glad to put it on this channel here. And if you want to see yourself
Maybe not.
after a couple margaritas.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, all right.
All right. I'll see you.
You're off.
I'll see you at home.
Laura, they're going to have a margarita just
for you.
Yeah.
We'll be thinking about you on
in
our first round.
Chicago in 31-degree weather.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're sending sunny vibes your way. Sunny beach margarita vibes your way.
There you go.
All right, guys. Till next time. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Hang on for the rest of the show.
All right. So, thank you to Blakely for finally joining in and being bribed into getting in front of the camera today. See, it wasn't that bad, was it?
It wasn't that bad.
See? Didn't kill you. All right. So, see ya.
Bye. Not.
We have another guest speaker here today. First of all, we're in our new office, and so we are enjoying, this is our first video stream from our new office. It's actually kind of working out pretty well here, and so I would like to introduce Nina, who is, wait a minute, go over here, Nina.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Because you're my right-hand man.
I like that.
So you can be over here on the right side
All
of
right.
me over here.
Sounds good.
So
Hi, everybody.
there we go. So for those of you who have not yet met Nina, you may have talked to Nina, and so Nina is. Let me just kind of set this up here. Okay, so Blakely is my office assistant, personal assistant, transaction coordinator. She is, you're not going to get that out of there. There you go. So she is, gosh, she's got all kind of hats that she wears in the office here. So that's Blakely. Y'all had the privilege of, and this Mindy's got Blakely's name spelled correctly. Thank you, Mindy, for doing that. So everybody knows that is how you spell Blakely for everybody. And then Jamie, she's my marketing person. So she goes ahead and she handles all my marketing, my ads on Google, on YouTube, on Facebook. That's what Jamie does. And so she does that remotely from school up in Tallahassee at FSU. And so, you know what? We can't just let her go to school and not have a job. So we put her to work. And that's why she's been in the office for, she's going to be in the office tomorrow and the next day. But anyway, she's she's putting together all of our marketing for us for our new company. And then Nina, like I said, is my right-hand person. She's our lead coordinator, okay? So what she does is she answers everybody who is new, coming in as a new, we don't like to call them leads, as a new customer. And also she'll follow up with people. And because, quite frankly, I don't have the time to do that. So that is Nina's job, to follow up with everybody. And that's why I wanted her on tonight, because I wanted y'all to put a face with a name, with a voice, because when she calls, now you know who she is, what she does, and why she does what she does. She is a licensed agent. And so, like today, I was in Daytona Beach. I had some things I had to do over in Daytona, and some people wanted to go out and see a couple homes. So I called Nina, and I said, hey, go ahead and go out and show them. So I'm blessed to have Nina. She's like one of my best friend's daughters anyways, and she's she's got big shoes to fill, and but she's doing a great job. And I wanted, some people are a little, what would you say, hesitant, or
Yeah, they don't know if I exist, so this is me.
yeah, and they're like, no, I want to talk to Ira. That's who I contacted.
Yeah.
But she's, a lot of times I'm out either showing homes or making videos or doing a host of other things. But this is Nina's job.
Yep.
To call people, answer questions, and then if you want to talk to me personally, that's fine. But if you just need some questions answered, a lot of times she'll do it. If she can't answer it, she'll write it down. If she can't find the answer, she'll ask me. And if I need to call you, if you want to talk to me personally, I'm here for you. So it's not like I'm trying to put her in place of me to avoid talking with anybody. It's just a lot of times it's easier if you have questions that need to be answered, like Paul and Trish did today.
Yep.
You know, they had a lot of questions, and I actually had to talk to them because there was some things that, well, when you've been doing it for a year versus 23 years, there's some things that I can answer that sometimes somebody just with a year under
Lots
their
to
belt.
learn, lots to learn.
Yeah. But anyways, we're going to get all your questions answered for sure. So anyways, let's see if we have any questions. And so what we'll do is, so Becky, let's just go to the chats right now and kind of look at some of the chats and what they're saying. So anyways, things are getting ugly in the financial market. Mortgage applications are down 40%. What's your opinion on Village's real estate later this year? And so I'm going to answer that in just a second. And then I just want to give a shout out to John Keller because he said, hey, way back here, good evening, Ira. So I wanted to say good evening to John. So thank you for joining us this evening. And Gamala, she's here pretty much every live stream, which I'm very grateful for. And I thank you very much for being one of the ones that are here all the time. So let me just put this over here in case we need to hear from Nina. All right, so first thing I want to do is, okay, we're going to Christian, number 2.
Yes. Share your computer.
Okay, there we are. There's the big man. Geo growing up and right before our very eyes. So look at that cutie. There he is. Look at that head of hair. I say that every time, but man, I'm jealous. Look at him. He goes, "Hi, Ira."
So cute.
Yeah. There is my new logo. I am Realty. That's not a very good one, though, because it should be centered.
That was in case we needed a background.
Oh. Nope. All right. So I guess. Oh, yeah, we did have 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Kevin, thank you very much for sending those in. I really appreciate it. All right, so back to us, and let's go ahead and talk about the market. What do we think? So chili dog, beverage fixed and ready to go. All right, well, I forgot. Well, I got mine. Here's my beverage. That's my go juice. Being at after 6 o'clock, things start going south here. That's why you get young people to help out here. They've got a lot more energy. So very disturbing news this week. And with the banks, with Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank being taken over by the feds, and listening to some of the talking heads, it's feeling like deja vu all over again, to quote Yogi Berra. But 2008 is feeling a little bit like 2008, although there's supposed to be some fail-safes in place to prevent a total financial collapse in the market. I think one of the good things that possibly this has done has caused the Fed to halt any more interest rate hikes, which is a good thing, because they had mentioned like last month that they were going to continue raising rates to keep slowing down the recession. And so if anything good comes out of it, I think that's one of the good things that comes out of it, is interest rates are going to be slowed down. Although I will say that most of the market here in the villages is a cash market. What did the market do today, Christian? Do you know? Can you pull up the stock market? Let me know what that's done today. Because, quite frankly, everybody's money, even if they're paying cash, a lot of it's wrapped up in the stock market. And so if the stock markets start going down, people are going to be reluctant to take their money out of the stock market to put into a home. Although, as we know, real estate is kind of a consistent, good investment. Now, I know in 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, it kind of bottomed out. But what you have to realize is you have to be in it for the long haul. Just like stocks, anything that you invest in, you need to be in for the long haul, and then it just goes straight back up. And now today, the homes in the villages are at an all-time high. I've never thought that patio villas would be over $300,000 in my lifetime, right? Patio villas of all things, but yet they are. And so that just goes to show you never know. I mean, a 310,000, 309.9, 319 I've seen for patio villas, kind of crazy, but it is what it is. And so I think the bottom line too is this is still Florida. People are still moving to Florida. They still want to get away from wherever they're from. Don't want to get into that political realm. of things, but it is what it is, and Florida is probably I think the number one state people are moving into. So we're blessed with the fact that, and especially being here in the villages, this is probably the number one place people are even moving to. The number one state is the villages in Florida. So we're pretty much insulated from something catastrophic. So Christian, what do we got for the stock market today?
So the S&P declined 0.1%, Dow Jones 0.3%, and then
Okay, so 0.3 isn't too bad.
bond yields plunged though.
All right, well, I was just worried mostly about the stocks.
Generally, it's mixed, they say, today.
Yeah, I was thinking there was going to be a total washout in the market for sure. Okay, well, there you go. So that's good. That actually, Henry's saying scary times with the market. I think it went down more on Friday or Thursday than it did today. And I thought with the second bank going under and taken over by the feds. So Mindy says, yes, it's deja vu all over again. Raining in Rhode Island as well, waiting on a nor'easter. I was seeing that, Kevin. So it looks like you're going to get a lot of snow being up there in Rhode Island, north of New York. So there you go. Sorry about that. Kevin, you got a home here in Florida. Come on down. Visit your home here in Florida. Get out of that mess. All right, so Becky says, I believe it's going to get much worse third quarter, fourth quarter into 2024. So I would say, depends on the political climate. So 24 obviously is an election year. And it's going to be, I said I wasn't going to get political on this. And I want to just remind everybody, I'm an independent when it comes to a voter. I have an independent voter's card. So that eliminates me from all the preliminary voting. But anyways, it is what it is. I vote my conscience, either right or left or down the middle or whatever. So what I think you can expect, and I think we've already seen Joe Biden starting to come around. He's allowing drilling in Alaska for more oil. He's going to not veto a crime bill in Washington, D.C. So those are all kind of things that I think you're seeing. So I think things are going to get better here in this country and start to normalize, in my opinion, only because of the election coming up. So we're already in the third month. This is already March of 2023. And things are really going to start getting heated up. And a lot of competition there in the political arena. So I don't really see, I say all this because I don't really see there being a big collapse like we saw in 2008. So Becky's saying, okay, let's assume it's 2008 all over again. What about those folks that need to sell their existing homes before they can move to the villages? Okay, let's assume that it's... All right, so that's why I'm saying, that's why I kind of went out on a limb and said, I think you're going to see things start to normalize. And like I said, the Fed is saying they're not going to be doing any more rate hikes for a while, if at all, because of the shaky financial market. So if they stay true to form, then I think they're going to kind of halt it right here and put a firewall up against any more collapse in the financial market. Plus, they were talking about all kind of funds, billions and billions of dollars that all the banks have paid into to support any deposit holders, so they're not hurt. And so that's not what had happened in 2008 when the financial market started to collapse. That's because those banks were lending 125% a mortgage on all these homes, and people were buying investment homes like crazy, getting 125% of the value of the property, so they can go ahead and take that money and fix it up and flip them. You're not seeing that, So all you're seeing is just you're seeing this financial climate getting a little shaky because of the interest rates. And I think Biden's budget kind of shook things up a little bit too. So I think you're going to see things kind of normalize as we go through the end of the year here. Like I said, we're already starting to see that. All right, so let's see here. All right, so we talked to Becky. I believe it's going to get much worse, and so, hey, I mean, we don't have a crystal ball, right? But just from what I see, I don't think that if there's any hope for re-election for Joe Biden, that it better not be a 2008 all over again. All right. So just like Becky's saying, it's the bonds and derivatives that will blow up, and Christian already admitted that the bonds took a dive today, right?
Yep.
So, but, I don't know how much of a bond market it's really been up to now. All right, so Wrestler Mania, my man. Thank you very much for joining in, and I'm looking better than you usually do. Thank you. Oh, wait, that's not you. That's the lovely Nina. So, yes, Wrestler. Looks like you joined in a little late, so you missed Blakely and Jamie. Hopefully you didn't, but if you did, you're probably going to want to rewatch the show, right?
Yep. Once it's over, it restarts.
Yeah. As soon as it's over, right? It posts.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So Mindy's saying raining again in Northern Virginia. Ugly. In 2008, I already owned a home in my little town. It really didn't affect. Oh, good. So this time much different. Really. In 2008, I already owned a home in my little town. It really didn't affect. This time much different. Anyways. And in 2008, Mindy owned the home that she still lives in. John Pearson, hello from Ohio, from Cindy, Jolene, Vigo, and myself. So, hey, John and Cindy, they just bought a home here in Florida. And so I want to thank you officially right on the channel here for purchasing your home through us. We're more than happy to help you with your purchase. And Vigo, got a chance to meet Vigo. I thought he was really mean when I first met him, and it's like he was trying to get over to me, and I'm like, oh, this dog's gonna. I'm looking under the table because he's under there, and he just wanted to come and see me. He wanted me to pet him. That's all he wanted. Once I petted him, he was good to go. So that was cool. So he's my buddy. He's my new buddy. Let's see. I'm just kind of reading over what Becky and Mindy are going back and forth. Becky's in Montana. Laura says, there are a few pre-owned patio villas 260 and under. Not a lot, but they are out there. Yeah, but those $260,000 patio villas need about $40,000 in upgrades. So, most of them have carpet, vinyl, they're dated.
You could show them if you want.
I can't.
Oh, yeah, I have the Matrix tab pulled up for you.
You got me set up. Well, here, let Nina let that be Nina's job.
Oh boy.
So she can pull up Matrix.
Alright.
And so when we pull up Matrix, we're going to go here and over here. And then you can go ahead and do our search for us. We're going to put Nina to work here. We're not just going to let her sit here and just be another pretty face like me on the YouTube channel.
I'm trying to select the wrong one.
Villas.
Do you want me to put anything
So
else?
there's 70 matches for villas. Obviously, when you pull them up, go ahead and pull them all up. The first ones are going to be patio villas, right? So on Montoya Drive is the first one for $229, but it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. If you see over here, look, you guys look over here, 1-bedroom, 1-bath. That's why it's $229. But then you get to the 2.2s. This one at $260 on Emily. We can kind of take a look at that and see what you get for $260. Now it's a 2006, so that kind of really surprises me. That let me see something first. Let's take a look at this. All right, let's dive into this 2006. First of all, 13 days on the market. See where it says ADOM? That's actual days on the market. So only 13 days on the market. We're kind of at the end of our villa season because most villas are either for seasonal people or rentals or part-time people. And March is kind of towards the end, so maybe, but it says down here, this cute little villa needs a little TLC to fix it up the way you like it. Well, when somebody says it needs a little TLC to fix it up, well, I don't know. You can probably rest assured. Now look, it's got the woods behind it, so we can kind of go through. Private.
Yeah.
So we like that. So this starts to have what we call good bones when you have privacy in the back. And let's do this real quick. What I like to do is I like to go over here and pull up the map. And let's see exactly what that wooded area is behind this home. All right, so Odell Circle, Bishopville, Emily. So 90th is called Cherry Lake Road, right? Whoops. We want to go out here. See where it says Cherry Lake Road up here? And this takes you to 466. This is outside the villages. So there's 466. Our office, our new office is right over here, by the way, on the other side of Rolling Acres Road. I'll take advantage to give us our own little shout out here. But then we have the villages, and then it is backed up to an area that did not want to sell out to the villages. So there you go. So who knows what's going to happen behind there one day, if anything. That's kind of the scary part, you know. So in the initial run up to this home, that's great that it is in a private area. But chances are at one day they're going to go ahead and sell this. Okay. So that's the big question mark on this. But going back to the pictures, whoops. Come on, Nina, get it together here. Actually, I'm doing that. So there you go, a little patio. That's why they call it a patio villa, because you have a patio on the side. So flat ceilings is to be expected, no vaulted ceilings in a home of this price. They do have laminate flooring in there. Probably not your LVP like everybody likes to see today. And it goes right on into the kitchen. Basic appliances. Gas in this home. So let's see what it says about this home here. Location, close to Lake Sumter Landing. Expanded front and side patio, enclosed lanai, 2 bedrooms, 1 car, plus golf cart, parking and garage. So it's a 1 car plus golf cart parking. So they don't tell us a whole lot about this, which I don't know. I don't know why. So it's in the estate of somebody. So possibly. Please submit all offers. Catherine at proof of funds. Seller is not paying. Let's see. All right. So the villa needs a roof. There's an estimate for buyer references. Seller was not paying for the roof. That's why it's the price that it is. Okay. At $260,000. So the price pretty much reflects the need of a roof, basic appliances, and all the rest that you have there. All right. So there he goes. So Wrestler Mania is already Mr. Funny Guy trying to say, Nina, show me how it's done. So there you go.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, she needs a little encouragement. You can give her a little encouragement. All right. Let's see. So we started here with talking with Laura. She talked about the $260,000 and under. So obviously Laura is right there on top of the inventory in the village, and I can't tell her anything because there you go. We just proved that's where it starts.
Yeah. Good job, Laura.
At 260.
Yeah.
And only 2 to 4 inches of wet snow up in Rhode Island.
Ooh. No thanks.
Mm-mm. We're Florida people.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
And born and raised in Miami.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was born in Miami. She was born in Miami. I was raised in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
So we're all South Florida people. What, Christian?
I'm not.
Christian's a Central Florida boy. He's a Central Florida baby. Okay, so, oh my gosh, 8 to 12 was forecast. So I guess you lucked out. Well, I don't think it's still over yet, Kevin, from what I see on the Weather Channel there. 50.
Negative 50?
Negative 50. What's negative 50? Did I miss something?
I hope not the weather.
Becky, she said, oh yes, we've had as much as negative 50.
Wow.
Degrees?
Yes.
Oh, she's in Montana.
Oh boy.
I'm speechless.
Speechless. I didn't even know that could happen.
That's
That's cold.
I know a lot of people talk about Montana.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the summertime,
Yep, that's when I went.
not in the wintertime.
No.
That's when you're in Florida. All right. So William Hits, do you still do inspections? And if not, could you recommend a good inspector? So, William, here's the deal of how it works with me. We let an independent home inspector do all of our home inspections. I don't do it. Kind of a conflict of interest, in my opinion. Plus, I don't have the time to go and do, a 2-hour inspection in the day. So we let an independent inspector do the home inspection, give us the inspection report. We give it to the seller or seller's agent, and then they fix whatever's on the inspection report. Then I come in with my experience and expertise as a contractor and home inspector and do a walkthrough a day before closing. So that's when I use my expertise, is when we do those sort of things. And it was for Kevin's home. So Kevin and Karen bought a home. Kevin Jacks here on our chat, and I went over there, and Kevin and Karen were not here, so I videoed everything, but I checked out everything. And these people just blew their minds because they thought I was doing a whole nother home inspection, not understanding that it is a walkthrough, not a home inspection. But it is kind of a home inspection, because here's the deal. I come behind the home inspector, I come behind the homeowner, and I make sure that everything is in working condition, which is right in the contract, and I make sure that the home inspector didn't miss anything. I make sure that the home seller fixed everything, and that's how it works. One time and I've told this story 100 times, but I'll tell it again. One time I came behind and did a walkthrough, and I was testing the ice in the ice maker of a refrigerator freezer, and out come the ice, and I look at the ice, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. I didn't ask the refrigerator for chopped ice. Is it chopped ice?
I'm not sure.
Because you have cubes.
And crushed.
Crushed ice.
Yeah,
crushed ice. There you go. See, I knew I had her here for a reason. Crushed ice. But I'm looking in the cup, and I'm like, crushed ice, that's not what I asked. And I looked in the ice tray reservoir, and there's all this crushed ice that they bought from the grocery store and dumped it into the ice bin just to make us think that the ice maker was working. Well, the dispenser was working, but it was not making ice. And so I caught them on that. So that's just kind of, with me, that's what you get. You get an independent home inspector, and then you get me coming behind both of them, making sure that everything is up and up and there's no surprises. And we had a surprise not too long ago with that solar system for a pool.
Yeah.
So this home that we were selling, and Nina and I were selling it together. She got half, I got half. And we had a home inspector go through the house, and then he said right on his report that he doesn't inspect pools or pool equipment. So I told Nina, go ahead, get a pool company, call around, get a pool company that'll come over and do a pool equipment inspection. So she finally found one way out in where Eustis,
It was
Umatilla.
Ocala. It was in Ocala.
They're from Ocala?
Mhm.
Oh, I thought they were way out there. Anyways, they come over, they do a pool inspection, and then they're trying to sell us on a brand new,
Heat pump.
a pool heater.
Yeah.
And it's like, they said it didn't work. Well, it worked. But they said it didn't work, but we got it to work. And then we're doing a walkthrough, and it had a solar heating system where it had these solar panels on the roof that heated the water and fed it into the pool equipment and out into the pool. Well, it was shut off. So when we turned it on to test it, because we test everything, water was shooting out of the pipe on the roof. And I'm like, wait a minute. This pool inspection company didn't even inspect this.
Yeah.
And we had to go back to the pool company and said, hey, what's the deal? I mean, it seems like you're just there to try to sell us stuff.
Yeah.
You didn't really do a pool equipment inspection. He goes, oh yeah, we did. We did a pool inspection. We just don't inspect the solar heating system. I'm like, wait a minute. That's part of the pool equipment. So I was holding their feet to the fire, and I went up on the roof myself because the lady who owned the house told us, hey, I have a 12-year warranty on this solar pool heating system. So we go, okay, well, we took it for face value that it was a 12-year warranty. We closed on the home, and then I went back on the roof, and I wanted to investigate really what was going on, and to look, because we did have a company come out from Ocala. Now that was the company from Ocala, the solar tech people.
Oh, okay. The pool company was from Ocala too, though. I'm positive.
Really?
Yeah.
And so we had this solar tech company come out, look at it, and said, oh yeah, it needs a whole new system, $7,000. Well, we're freaking out.
Yeah.
$7,000
Okay.
that we're going to have to come out of our pockets, because that's just the way it is. That's the way we do business. We're going to make sure that you're whole, that you're not stuck with. And what the electrical solar system people did was dismantled the solar pool heating system to make room for the electrical solar panels on that roof. And it did have the heating, the pool heater. So what we talked about with the homeowner, we go, look, here's what happened. They dismantled the solar pool heater, the solar panel system for the pool, to put in place an electrical solar system where they're not paying any electric. So we talked about maybe I better get my jetpack.
Let me make sure that's off, yeah.
No, it's in the side. It's in one of those pockets. Are we not streaming right now?
No, you are, looks like.
Are we?
Yep.
Okay. Anyways, you guys let me know if we're not streaming, and we'll stop. But anyways, I just wanted to finish up the story on, so what we did was we kind of discussed it with the buyers, and we talked it out, and we said, okay, well, since the electrical solar panels that the lady who owned the house had to pay $50,000 for, because when we wrote our offer, we made sure that it was in the offer, in the contract, that the seller, the homeowner, was going to pay off any balance that might be on those solar panels. We wanted to make sure our buyer came in ownership of this home without any debt whatsoever on that electrical solar system. So she signed the contract. She was obligated to pay off the for that solar system. It was the $50,000 that she had to pay for that. But the good news to the buyer was that that electrical solar panel powered the pool heater, and since they weren't paying for electric in that home, it was kind of a wash with the solar pool heating system. And so they were okay with the fact that they could use their pool heater that was already there. But it was kind of a close call with what was going on there. So anyways, we made sure that, you know, our people were happy, they were made whole, and they were comfortable with the fact of what they came out with, and they were actually in a better shape because we got that $50,000 note paid off. They don't even have an electric bill. They kind of, you know, I think they send electric back into the grid. They might even get paid for it themselves. So it worked itself out. So anyways, that's kind of, you know, so we do have, who asked me that question? Let's see. Are we back up here? We've been going.
Was it William?
Yeah, William Hitz.
Mm-hmm.
Where's William? We back up. There's Henry Miller. Hey, Henry. How you doing? Where's William?
That's when Blakely was here. So
Okay.
it's gotta be under there.
All right, so let's go on back here. Back here, Montana. Where? Okay, here we are. All right, so that was a very long story to answer a short question, right? But we like to go ahead and give reasons why we do things. But we do have home inspectors we can refer to you, who we use over and over and over and over again. It's hard to get a good home inspector. They all have their faults. We've been through dozens of them. We've eliminated a bunch of them, and we've kind of narrowed it down. So give us a call. What's our number? 352-204-9026. Christian will put that up there in our chat. You can call Blakely. So Blakely is our what's called transaction coordinator. She's the one that makes all the appointments for the home inspection. She does all the paperwork. So she's the one that 352-204-9026 will go right to Blakely, and she can give you, she'll give you 3 home inspectors to choose from. And then you can choose from there. All right, Sandy K, you keep message retracted. Is that the first time she did that, or is that am I seeing things?
She was just asking about, you know, if she could explain like about you, but then someone let us know that you did at the beginning of the stream.
Oh, okay.
So then she retracted it.
Okay, cool. So Jerry Bell's calling out wrestler in the house, survived tofu burgers. All right, so yeah, Mindy's saying my husband and I are prepared to do upgrades. Cool.
It's great.
Kind of rather do them ourselves. So you are in the minority.
Yeah, definitely.
Most everybody, and we know from our own listings, when we have listings that need work, that are dated or whatever, most people don't want to do that. Most people just want it already done so they can move right in. So Mindy, you are in the minority, but we're happy.
Yeah.
We're happy because all these homes that you see that have been on the market for all these days, 90 days, 100 days, these are all because these homes need work and people just don't want to do work, especially in the 55 plus community. So why do I keep putting this over here when it needs to be right there? So anyways, so I'm happy, and we can help you too, not only with home inspectors, but people who will do handyman work and renovation work. We can definitely get you hooked up with people, because that's the thing. People move down here to Florida from up north. They don't know anybody, right? They don't know who's good, who's bad, who will rip them off. There's a lot of rip-off artists out there.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. And I get it. So that's why most people don't want to have to come down here and do a bunch of renovations, because they don't know who's good and who's bad and who does a crappy job and who does a good job and who won't rip you off and who won't overprice you and all that stuff. So that's what you have us for. We know all the good trades and we'll hook you up with that. So don't be afraid to do some renovations. There was one villa I showed, I guess it was last week. And no, it wasn't a villa, it was a house. But it had laminate flooring, and it even had laminate flooring in the kitchen. You don't put laminate flooring in the kitchen. Laminate flooring will delaminate, if it gets wet. So you don't put laminate flooring in any kind of a wet area. And you're always at risk anyways. You can see where a couch was, and maybe an end table. Water must have fell off of it. It kind of swelled up. It delaminated. It was horrible. And had they went ahead and got rid of that flooring and put the latest and the greatest LVP, luxury vinyl planking, my people would have gone ahead and bought that house. But just like we just mentioned, they were not in the market to go ahead and have all the flooring replaced. Although I got a call probably about 3 or 4 days later from the listing agent that said, hey, my people are offering a $10,000 credit for new flooring if your people are interested in this house. And I'm like, dude, just tell your people to go ahead and replace that flooring and it's over and done with. So the most famous words I hear from sellers are, well, we can just let them pick their own colors. So this is the advantage they have for a credit. Trust me, they just want it done. They don't want to go through the agony of picking out their own colors and waiting for it to get done and getting on somebody's schedule and making sure that a good job is done and all that stuff. Just do it. I can't tell you how many times I've told my sellers who I've listed homes for, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that. They're like, no, 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 no. And then when they finally listen to me and they finally do it, because it's sat on the market for 3 or 4 months, and they finally do it, they go, oh, and we always do that. We'll put it on the market. We don't get an offer. We'll reduce the price. We don't get an offer. I tell them what the problem is. You need to replace, let's say, the flooring. No. Let's give them a credit. I'm like, no, let's not. Let's just do it because you're going to save money in the long run.
And time.
And another month will go by. Then they'll finally listen to me. Then they finally do it. And then it finally gets sold. But that's just the kind of the progression. I don't know where I was going with that. All right, so Mindy, thank you for that. I'm excited that you and your husband will do renovations. So wrestler, go Nina, show Ira how it is done. You are awesome. Yes, she is awesome, and you will love Nina. And here's kind of how we like it to go. So when you come in, we love to talk with you. We love to sit down. She and I sit down together. We'll do a little talking. We'll figure it out. We're not going to we're not going to just run right out and show you a bunch of homes that you're not even interested in. We're going to take our time. We're going to figure out what it is that you like. We're going to show you different homes on our monitor. And then we're going to pick out some homes from the monitor. Then we're going to make our appointments. Then we're going to go out and show you homes. A lot of times it's me and Nina in the beginning. And then if there's any other subsequent homes, Nina will probably take you out and show you those subsequent homes. And then if we settle on a home, we're good to go. If I need to go back out, if you pick out a home while you're with Nina and you want me to come in and look at it, look it over, that's what I'm here for. This is what we do. This is kind of how we partner up. This is how we work. And that's why she's here today. Just to let you know that's kind of how it works for us. Because, I trained Nina. She knows, just about everything. She knows the way I like to do business. And, we are always upfront and just give you the down and dirty of whatever it is. But like I said, if for some reason I'm not available, she can take you out. She can show you subsequent homes. And then I can come in and I can kind of do an overview of the home if you happen to pick one out while you're out with Nina. If you need me to, a lot of times you don't need me to.
Yeah.
She does a great job. So a lot of times people say, I really want Ira to go take a look at it because he's a contractor and home inspector and all that. So I say, okay, not a problem. All right. Let's see. Kevin, you're just now saying hi to wrestler? Dude, where have you been? Have you been eating dinner, Kevin? Let's see. So, Laura asks, Ira, are most sellers coming to the realization that they might not get the price for their home that they would have gotten 12 months ago? Well, absolutely. Number one, we're not pricing homes today out of the chute of what they were priced 12 months ago. I mean, if we look at inventory in the villages, let's take a look at that real quick. We'll go down to our criteria. 12 months ago, we probably had about 60 to 70 listings. Today, we have 70 villas, right? But we're going to go ahead and we're going to take villas out of the equation. Now, these are all the homes. So today, there's 354 matches, right? So it's all about supply and demand. When you only have 70 homes listed versus 354 homes listed, you're going to have, again, it's supply and demand. You have more homes on the market then, quite honestly, you have more competition, so prices are going to be lower. So you're not going to price it right off the bat. So yeah, they realize it. And not only that, but here's what we do. We go to look and see what homes sold for. And let's see how many homes sold in the villages. Let's see here. Let's do this. 0 to, let's see how many homes sold in the last 90 days in the village. We'll take out the active. Only sold 273 matches. So what do we do for people who when we're doing a market analysis? This is where we get our idea of how much homes are worth is from homes that people have bought, right? These are homes that, we're looking at all these homes here, and we're comparing them to the homes that we're listing. And that's how we come up with our valuation. And so we're not pricing them like we were 12 months ago, just based on whatever the market's been as far as selling the same home in the last 90 days. That's about as far back as we really go. Sometimes we only go 60. If there's a bunch of homes, we narrow it down to what the home is like. So if it's a 2,000 square foot home, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, let's say it was on this side of 466, between 466 and 466A, we're going to price it in the general location, our listing compared to the homes that sold, and we're going to do all these generalizations, and we're going to narrow that price right down. So, yeah, it's not that they've come to the realization. We show them. We show them exactly what their home is worth based on those sold homes that we just showed you. So that's what we say. Look, here's a home just like yours, sold a month ago, and it's sold for this price. So yes, they do come to that realization. They don't have the same expectations. And we will, we'll have some people tell us, oh, but my neighbor sold their home for X amount of money. I'm like, okay, well, when did they sell their home? Well, they sold their home last year. Well, yeah, totally different market.
Big difference.
Yeah, so we're, so they do come to the realization, Laura.
Henry, Kevin, and Becky are heading out for the night, if you want to say bye.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kevin, Becky, thank you for joining us this evening. It's the 7 o'clock bewitching hour. I know you got to go. And Henry, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We look forward to seeing you. Before you leave, we want to say, when, Christian, next week?
For CFFAL.
We have Central Florida Farms and Land YouTube channel, CFFAL.com. That is, so as you all know, I live in Ocala, and I came to Ocala to help my aunt on her thoroughbred horse farm. She had 7 acres, built her barn for her, helped her put up fencing for her. I did a lot. I've been in the Ocala area now going almost 30 years. And so I built, why not? I am so experienced with farms and land, as well as building homes in Ocala. That's where I built most of my homes. So I have all this experience. So we did a branch off channel for Central Florida Farms and Land. So if you want to join us next week, we will be on Central Florida Farms and Land, CFFAL.com, right?
Yes.
So you can join us there. Next week we will be, I would say the same bat channel, but no, we're not going to be on the same bat channel.
No, but we can, we'll have a link to it. So they'll see, if they see our post that we get on this channel, they'll see one for CFFAL when we start it.
On this channel?
Yeah, I'm going to cross post it.
There you go.
He's the man. All right. So Becky, Henry, and Kevin, thank you for joining us. Hopefully we see you next week on Central Florida Farms and Land YouTube channel. So there you go. Let's see now. I'd rather not back to woods again. Oh, I got you. That's probably that patio villa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wrestler says bye. Time to go eat my tofu burgers.
Tofu burgers. Thanks, Wrestler, for joining us. Much appreciated. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Okay, can you talk about what are the better tax rates within the multi? So, that was Becky. She's leaving, right?
She did, yes.
She left?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how come I'm not seeing that on my, am I way?
There's a
Way
lot
up.
of chats.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're active today.
Wow. I've been asleep at the wheel.
And that doesn't even go all the way back to her first ones. So,
Dang. Anyways, I want to apologize to Becky. If she happens to come back around to view this again, then I apologize for running off at the mouth and not paying attention. I thought we were up to date, but my chat hasn't been moving up with the times. It kind of got stuck to where it was. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect. Successfully reconnected. I don't know. Maybe that had something to do with it. So, oh my gosh, I missed a lot, didn't I?
a lot of it's back and forth, though.
Yeah, does the Villages have a shul? Yes. Thank you, Mindy. I'm looking to purchase a home and would like to rent it out either annually or seasonally. What fees approximately would I be spending as far as going through a rental company? I would say most rental companies charge 15%. Management fee. But what I would say is if you're looking to rent it out annually, did he say that? No. Well, annually, all right, trust me, I've already, rather than going down a long story again, I was involved in an investment group back in 2008, and we bought 6 homes. We rented 3 out annually and 3 out seasonally. We ended up after the second year, into the third year, renting them all out annually. It just made sense. We didn't have to do the maintenance to them. We didn't have to do the cleaning to them. We didn't have to pay the fees like electricity and gas and water and sewer and amenity fee. All that is transferred to the annual renter. And you're getting paid every single month rather than just like 3 or 4 months. Even though you get top dollar for the 3 or 4 months, or maybe even 5 that you get it rented out. You know, if you rent it out annually, it kind of makes up for that, and you don't have as much of a headache. And then it is what it is. So I would say you want to definitely rent it out annually, and then you don't have to pay that 15% because you can go to Villagers, Villagers, homes for the number 4 rent.com. And if you go to villagershomesforrent.com, you can put your home on that villagershomesforrent.com and then not have to pay that percentage to a property manager. And away you go. So we can help you with that as well. If you need our help, we can definitely help you. If you buy a home from us, then we'd be more than happy to help you with all of that. So that's Nikki Sands. We'd love to help you with getting your investment home. And that's smart. To me, that's the inflation buster. Because homes are only going to keep going up. I mean, I've been in the Villages since 2000 for 23 years, and they've done nothing but go up. So you buy a home now as an investment home, and then if you ever move here full-time or part-time or whatever, you know, you have that home to fall back on. I used to tell people, but just buy a little patio villa, and then when that home goes up, you can sell it, and at least it's going to cover a lot of the costs of a home when you finally do end up buying one. Let's see. Retired golf pro. Finally realized we need to move. Love to help you. Oh, so Kevin, yeah, we talked about that. All right, so can you talk about what the better taxes within the multi-county area that make up the villages? I'm going to do a brand new video on taxes, and it's so complicated, and it takes such a long time to talk about all the different areas, because you have to factor in the bonds and the maintenance fees in the different areas, and it just generally seems to make up. One area might be a higher millage rate, but have lower bonds, have lower maintenance fees. We're going to make a brand new video on taxes, and we're going to talk about that because it's just going to take that much explanation, a whole video, right? And we will do that for you here this week. Let's see. Yeah, Becky, you do a lot of homework. Good for you. We love smart, educated buyers. We love it. And so thank you for all your questions, Becky. Hopefully you're watching this after we've already posted it again. We know you had to leave, but yeah, we love educated buyers. Makes our job easier.
Yes, definitely.
And then we don't have to explain it to you.
Exactly.
You already know. So yeah, so that's great. So let's see. So this Mindy is financial juggling for us, not worried about our position, even if everything goes completely financial, which I'm convinced 23 will make 2008 good. Hopefully not. You know, So Becky's saying she studies these financial markets, the deep dive every day. So we will see how it goes. But just keep in mind, I understand, Becky, you have a home you have to sell first before you can buy here in Florida. And that could be a problem for you in that reference. So Mindy was telling me we froze. Yeah, we knew we froze there.
Good question.
Does the Villages have a hospital? Yes, sir, it does. Has the Villages hospital. Not for major surgeries or anything like that. Most people either go to Advent Health, Ocala Health, or Leesburg Regional, LRMC.
Mm-hmm. The Villages is a UF now, right?
It is?
Yep, they partnered with UF.
Yep, they did. So hopefully that kind of might bring some changes over there.
Definitely.
Because for a while, management was iffy. There was a lot of complaints about some of the care that was going on over there.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been through they've been through University of South Florida Hospital. Who else have they been through? A cancer hospital out of Tampa. I can't remember the name right now. They've been through, LRMC. They had partnered with LRMC for a while. Then they went to South Florida. Now they're with UF. So hopefully, it seems like UF is really diving into this area here. And over on Brownwood, they have a lot of UF health stuff going on. So, Skip Smith is not live, so we can't blame it on him this time. Ira forgot to pay the bill. Yeah, forgot to pay the Wi-Fi bill. Thank you, John, for that kind compliment. We really do try to do our best for you and stand behind you. I mean, and to me that's important. You know, like I said, we're willing, if need be, to put a new pool solar system on Jesse and Darlene's home.
Yep.
But as it worked out, there was a reason why that solar system didn't work, and it's because the electrical solar panel grid that they put on the home took over. So they were good with that. Let's see. Yes, it is. The village's hospital is near Spanish Springs. Mindy loves Spanish Springs. Skip Smith, the villages will give his honest opinion too. Just remember this, it is his opinion, even he even says that. Ira, do home inspectors require licensing in Florida? Yes, they do. You have to have, I don't know where my certificates and licenses went.
Do you want me to grab them?
They were on the wall.
I think they're in your office.
Yeah, go ahead and grab those certificates, and I'll show you what they look like. Because I have 120 hours, even though I'm a contractor and I could grandfather in as a home inspector, I actually went through 120 hours of home inspection school. I just felt like I needed the relevance, not just on the coattails of my contractor's license. I wanted people to know that I actually did go through the home inspector course, 120 hours out of Orlando. But I had them hanging up on the wall in my old office. Now that we're here in our new office, Christian's looking around for those. Let's see, skipping sewer. Oh, they're in Rockport. Didn't know that. Yeah, usually Skips jumps in on these every now and then. Let's see, can you talk about average HOA fees in the villages? Do the fees change yearly? So, LR, there are no HOA, Homeowners Association fees in the villages. There are
Amenity fees.
And
Bonds and CDDs.
CDDs.
Yeah.
So we have what's called a CDD here in the villages Community Development District, which is no, that's not what I'm looking for. Remember, I have it framed 120 hours for the home inspection. Well, that too, but I have a frame of the 120 hours I put in with Freck for the home inspector. So there are no, okay, Jerry Bell, there are no HOA fees. There you go. All right, so hold this up for the camera. Well, I guess I can see it, right? So there's my 120 hours with IFREC Real Estate Schools, but that's for home inspection, 120 principal hours and practices. So I completed that back in April 11th of 2015. And then where's my license? So this just lets you know that
He's legit.
I'm legit. I'm not just saying this. And let's see. Okay. Well, this is my contractors. Okay, you can hold these up. So this is my contractor's license, which you probably see at the beginning of a lot of my videos. And then this is my home inspector license. So that's all legit stuff. There you go. Okay, so there are no HOA fees. Jerry Bell kind of answered the question for me. There are CDD fees, Community Development District fees. The bond is one. The maintenance fee is another. And the amenity fee is another. So there's actually 3 fees. And that's why I did a breakdown of HOA fees and CDD fees. Mm-hmm. So I have a whole video on that, LR, of the cost of living difference, not the cost of living, but, you know, the HOA versus CDD and what you pay. I think in that last video is like, if you totaled everything up, all the CDD fees, the amenity fee, and you have to pay for the fitness centers in the villages, when all the other fitness centers in all the other communities come
Included.
in the HOA fee,
Yeah.
then you have to add all that in. You're paying like $410 a month, I think it was, in the CDD fees in the villages versus whatever the other cost of living or HOA fees, not cost of living, but HOA fees in the other communities. There's only one other CDD community in this area, and that's Arlington Ridge. So Disney was under a CDD that Ron DeSantis evoked. So you might want to read up on a community development district, the Reedy Creek. Reedy Creek was what Disney was under, the Reedy Creek, like the Villages Community Development District.
He revoked it completely?
Hmm?
He revoked it completely?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he just replaced the board.
No. He revoked it completely. And you see, a CDD is a state government, right? So you have city governments, county governments. A CDD is actually a state government enacted in ultra-large communities that an HOA fee just might be a little bit easier to govern under a community development district. There's a lot of write-offs that communities can do when it's a state government versus an HOA. And that's why they'll enact this CDD governing body in communities. All right, so, having a hard time hearing. I hope, did we go up here? Hopefully you can hear a little bit better now, Sample MM. Right, the amenity fee isn't an HOA fee. It is part of the community development district.
Mindy says they are keeping Randy Creek. The governor will just appoint the board.
Well, the thing is, Governor Ron DeSantis is saying that they owed millions of dollars. The Reedy Creek owed millions of dollars to the state of Florida. And so that's why he dissolved Reedy Creek. And now, Disney is having to pay back all those millions of dollars because Reedy Creek has been dissolved.
Wow.
So we can look that up. That's just been my understanding. And that's why they have to pay back these millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, not because they're replacing the board, but because they're dissolving that we can do some research on that though.
Yeah.
But that's just my understanding. I haven't looked it up. I haven't researched it. Really, no reason to do that. But that's my understanding. When they dissolved the Reedy Creek Development District, then that caused Disney to have to pay back. And actually, Governor Ron DeSantis said that was going to fall under the county now, and they're going to have to report to the county and pay all these taxes to the county rather than to the Reedy Creek. So I think, I hate to correct my people, but we may want to just go ahead and do a little more research on that. All right. So Kelly and Ken, watching from Texas. Nina here. I don't know if you guys have met Nina. I'm not sure if Amy's met Nina. I've been in touch with Amy. Very interesting things going on, guys. I love what I'm hearing anyways. All right. They'll be down next week. Looking forward to it. And I want to come see the house. That's going to be great. So hopefully Ben's done a good job for you in renovating that home. And if any of you have been watching week after week or month after month, I refer to Contractor to Kelly and Ken to renovate a home they have in Oxford. And I was going to do it myself if need be to help them out on a cost plus basis, but we got Ben Licciardelli to come in and do all the renovations for them. I've had to come out there a couple of times for you, right, guys? Kind of show you a little bit of video of what's being done out there, which I was happy to do. Rusty did a video on all those sites about it. So there's another website where villages residents list their homes for rent without going through a property manager. I can't remember their website. Other than Villagers Homes for Rent, that's the only one I know of. But then you have to vet the renter yourself. We can put you with a background check company. And that's all you really need to do is just do a background check. Make sure that who you're renting to is who they say they are, and they're not a bunch of deadbeats. Let's see, Jerry Bell Ira's got the little... Oh, yeah, it is Vineyard Vines.
Good eye.
Yeah. Wait a minute, where it is? There we are.
Yeah, I thought you were going to match me today. That's why I wore this.
Shame on me.
Shame on you.
Actually, I should have worn my... I'm going to wear my Central Florida Farms and Land one next week.
All right.
But, yeah, I do have that in the car, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me just go ahead and take it.
Yeah, Jerry Bell said, Ira, where's your logo polo shirt? You're not following the company dress code.
Exactly.
Leave it to Nina to call me out. Now go in my car and go get my shirt.
Too late
Well,
now.
Jerry Bell called you out first.
Yeah, true.
Jerry Bell called me out first, or,
Yeah.
or Nina?
Jerry did.
Yeah, he left the comment a while ago.
Yeah. Thank you,
Jerry.
Jerry. You're totally right.
Wait a Ira, where's your logo polo shirt? All right. I know. I thought about it. I thought I looked better in my Vineyard Vines, actually.
That's nice. It's nice.
So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Man, this is... See, and you didn't want to do a live stream this week.
No, I just...
Yeah, no, you did. You just... But I overrode Christian.
Well, Jamie did, right? She planned it all.
Leave it to Jamie.
Oh, yeah, Miss Margarita Monday. Yeah, I wonder if there's still...
We're missing out.
We are. We're going to have to end this thing so we can go to
Crash
Margarita
their party.
Monday. That's right. And I'm sure they're still partying, trust me.
Probably.
Let's see. Uh-oh, I got a brand new phone, guys. I love the phone itself. It's the S23 Ultra, but I'm telling you, man, some of the digital things that this thing's got is just driving me crazy. Am I just old? Is that what the problem is? I just can't deal with this new.
You're gonna have to watch a tutorial or
Because
something.
look, my little
Camera protector?
camera protector's got all kind of.
Now you're messing with it and it's gonna...
I know. What the heck?
Where's Margaritaville Monday? Where's Margaritaville Monday?
Chili's.
Yep, Chili's.
Chili's.
That's where they are.
Yes.
My favorite.
Does Mindy ask?
All right.
Laura says they're all drinking margaritas and I'm still working.
Us too.
I know. Isn't that the way it is, Laura? You know, I'm surprised I still have Nina here, actually. I'm surprised she hadn't shut out that door to catch up with those two knuckleheads that did a little cameo. And then when the real work started, they were out of here. All right. Let's see here. All right. So, are we done?
I don't see any other questions after that shark.
Okay. 7:38. I think we're going to wrap it up. I'm ready for a margarita.
Me too.
So, we're out of here. We're going to head down to the local Chili's. And if Jamie and Blakely are listening, they said they were going to listen on their cell phones to our live stream. I kind of doubt it now. They probably had one too many margaritas.
Forgot about us.
Yeah.
Laura says my work teammate logged off 2 hours ago.
Oh, wow.
We're going to head down to Chili's. Thank you all for joining us this week. Please join us next week.
Yep, it will cross-post it, so they'll see a link on the channel to the Central Florida Farms and Land.
On this channel.
Yes.
So you'll see a link on this channel to get to our other channel, or you can go to cffal.com and go to there, and there's a link on there too, right?
There will be on by Monday, yes.
So Christian is working very diligently on our website.
Shout out to Christian.
Hey, have you all seen our website before we leave? Hold up. So, I don't know if you've all seen our new website. I would be remiss if I did not show this to you, because we're proud of it. This is all Christian right here. He put it all together.
Done a beautiful job.
There we go. So, at first, I don't know, it doesn't start up right away.
Looks like
Think
we're
we did-
lagging a little.
Yeah, there's always a lag, but this thing,
We're streaming as well from this
Yeah.
computer.
It's typically a video playing.
we have to click OK, is that what it is?
No, it's just you're streaming from your computer, so the internet's going to be slow.
I thought we had good internet here. You told me the Wi-Fi was...
It's a good, but it's not like my Quantum. So.
You have Quantum?
Mm-hmm. CenturyLink, they own that. It's fiber optic, so it's 600 megabytes per second.
We
How'd
need
you
that.
get fiber optic?
The rest of our neighborhood got it, so it was an option.
Wow. Good
I
for
wonder
you.
if I have it.
Yeah, just search your address. You should be able to see.
Well, maybe you can do that for me. Because I'm ready to dump this company I got now that I've been with for 25 years.
Wow.
Mindy, how do you get the listings from your new website? The MLS.
Right here. So you go down here and you type in the villages if that's where you want to go. Or, you can go down so here, or you can search homes for sale that way. 572. Ooh. I don't know where they come up with 572, but we only saw 350 something. But-
Maybe it's adding commercial.
Oh, you need to check on that, sir. Or, okay, we go here. I can't believe my video.
There it
is.
goes. Looks really nice.
So without a lagging,
This is your drone
Internet.
footage. Your own personal drone footage.
yeah.
If they hit buy at the top, there is an option to see all the homes in Lake Marion and Sumter counties by default.
Okay, so hold up. First of all, what we want to do is we want to show you. You can go down here, recently sold. You can find the community that is right for you. You can go to Del Webb. Oh, good picture, Christian. On top of the world, the villages for right now.
And I have more that I'm adding.
We're going to be adding pretty much all the other 55 plus communities in the area. But Christian says if you hit your buy
Mhm.
up here,
And they can do all pending or sold.
all listings, pending listings, or sold listings. This is beautiful. For those of you that are looking to buy, I just showed you how I went to sold listings. You can go to your sold listings and really see how much a home is really worth if we do that. And then you can go ahead and we can say, well, let's kind of do a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Hopefully this is going to work, Christian. And we're not, this is all Lake Sumter and Marion.
Mhm.
So what we want to just hit our little hourglass there. And we want to do the villages. Will this work? The villages, Florida.
And then just make sure to exit out the other ones if you don't want them.
So this is just for the villages. Three sold properties. That's all they sold, Christian. Sold on 2019. We got a little bug.
What's the range? There's a sold date range.
So minimum, let's go back to February 1st. And we'll go to today, Monday the 13th. And let's see what we got. What?
It says 0.
0?
You see it right there, 0
Oh,
sold.
yeah.
Must be a bug.
All right. We got something to work on tomorrow.
Yep.
That's good. Let's see. Let me reset everything. And we'll go back February 1st. We're going to go to today. Yeah. Anyways, good. Christian needed something to work on. Okay, so as I was saying, Jerry Bell, he says call and he will help with Q&A. Actually, Jerry, you can call me. And you can do like Kevin did last week or whatever week that was. He called in. That was cool. So that was the first time anybody ever called in when Kevin called in. Jerry, you could be number 2, buddy. We'd love to hear from you and help with the Q&A. We can put you right up against the speaker down here, and everybody in the chat would be able to hear you, and we would love to have you as a guest Q&A guy. So, there you go. All right. Margarita Monday. We're missing out. We are out of here. Don't forget, this will be back on as soon as we end the live stream here. You can rewatch it, although it's going to be an hour and 48 minutes if that's something you want to watch. I think Christian might do few little tabs. You might be able to...
Oh, the timestamps?
Yeah, I could break it up into timestamps.
Maybe. Mindy's multitasking. She's working on laundry while she's talking to us. Way to go, Mindy. All right. So, he's called worse than number 2. Hey, better than number 3, or 4, or 5, or 6. Okay. Out of here. Miss Nina, our cameo guest today, very good helper. If you are in the market for a home and you fall into one of our leads that come through, or one of our lead customers, you're probably going to hear from Nina. So now you can put a face with a voice, know who you're talking to, right-hand person over here.
That's right.
All right. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully we'll see you all next week on cffal.com or right here, and you can click the link here as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.